Hello and welcome back to FTB Genesis. Now, I know that last episode I said I would get started on this epigenetics questline. However, there are a few things that I need to do first. So, in between episodes, I've been adding quite a lot of recipes, and it's become apparent that I'll need to add way more molecular assemblers soon. And the big problem that's stopping me from actually making like 31 more, because I need 32 for my setup, is iron and salt quartz. And these are pretty much always going to be a problem. So I thought, why not just make the Mystical Agraculture seeds for these guys? So that would require some tertium essence, which goes down the rabbit hole of all these infusion crystals from Mystical Agriculture. I guess I gotta get started on that. So, because the series that I'm gonna be making are tier 3 at most, I'm only gonna need a potassium infusion crystal and a separate Inferium infusion crystal. So, I need to start with 2 prosperity gemstones, then upgrade those into inferior gemstones, and then from there make 2 inferium infusion crystals. One for the system, one for me, and one's gonna get upgraded into a Prudentium. So I can use up most all their durability and then still use them in the craft. That's nice. So in total, I think I'm gonna need to make 8 tertium essence in total. So that's about a stack of Inferium. No, is it? Actually, I think it does. Well, that's why I have a crafting table here for just these purposes. So, let's see, is the balance good? Yeah, that makes 16 of these. That makes 4 of these. So need another stack. And just like that, all my Ethereum just went away. Okay, at least I have tertium essence now. So let's do the iron seeds first. And then the start squirt seeds. There we go. And now for the quest here, I get some extra tertium, okay. So at least I get a little bit back. And I get some more premium farmland as well. So I've actually figured out a storage solution for the garden clues over here. I'm gonna be using these advanced bins from Mechanism. Actually, these are just basic bins. So for now, I'm just gonna put them over here. I think I'm gonna place them to the side where I'm actually gonna put the seeds. So let me add some premium farmland and start quartz seeds and then the iron seeds. And then let me add the connectors back here. Okay, so let me grab some of this essence. And then add the recipe in. Make sure I'm on the second page. I can take away a spruce log. Alright, so now that I have one craft of these guys, I can put them in these bins here. And then I can sneak right click with an empty hand. And that locks these. There we go. Now I can simply go to the controller and find the bins and click this insert, Control C, and click these ones, Control V, done. And then once I add in a fourth recipe to this, then I can set up the output slots. So the next thing that I want to work on is going to be this energized alloy here. Now this is gonna need some aluminum plates, a complex circuit, a titanium coil, and some ceramic plates. So aluminum plates are pretty easy, they're just a recipe. Actually already added. So the complex circuit, I believe I have a couple of them sitting in here. So can use that. The titanium coil, I got one from a quest award. So all that's left is the ceramic plates, which is just ceramic, which is wet ceramic, which is basically some water or some clay sand. Okay, so about 40 ceramic should do quite nicely. Why can't cook it in the furnace here? Oh, it has to be an arc furnace. Oh, okay. Okay, so I'm just gonna make a normal breast furnace and give it some charcoal. I guess we can go over here. There we go. Have fun with that. Now, of course, the other thing that I need to worry about is that this guy is gonna require 480 volts. So I think I have a solution that in theory can work. So I'm gonna make 4 battery boxes. That's 4 times 120 is 480. Oh, it seems I missed a recipe. Give me 1 sec. And you can see my slots are quickly diminishing. Anyway, there's the charm. So let's make 4 battery boxes. And I'm gonna need actually 3 upgrade transformers. Well, I have one already. So I can just make 2 more. Creating CPUs. Yeah, I also have to worry about that. So I'm thinking I might just do it up here for now. So I get a couple of these thick thin wires. And I got these from a quest worth a while ago. And these have 960 volts of insulation rating. So it should work. So let's see how did this guys work again? I think it was, yeah, and from the back. So let's just kind of place them in a line here and add some cables. I also sort of figured out how the transfer node over there works. So I think I have to select the actual site properly. So as you can see, the cable is coming from the west side into the east. So theoretically, I'll have to bind this side right here so that the cable can connect. I think that's how it works. Worked the first try when I tried. So let's start again. Yep, there you go. Worked. So now these should be getting power. So first I need to give them some 10 wire. And I have to be kinda careful here because these guys aren't especially considerate of my life. So I think it goes in like this and like this. Then use the thick wires kinda like this. Okay, transformer again. Or maybe I'll try to make like the staircase. And theoretically this should do 400 volts. So I think the energy tower will work from this. And then after it's done I can make better battery boxes and kind of save on some transformers. Yeah, I need some stainless steel and some lithium as well. In the meantime, most of my ceramic is finished cooking up, so I can use it to make some ceramic plates. And I believe I can just control click to craft my aluminium plates. Any second now. There we go. It takes a while probably from the AE2 tubes. Right, so let's make an energized wire. And now hopefully this should work. Just in case I'm gonna do backup. Because this thing is quite expensive and I don't wanna break it. Okay. And go. Okay. No boom, that's good sign. Alright, so now we'll need to make stainless steel, which is chromium and steel. Chromium is going to be osmium dust and prosperity shards. Or I can also just make it the DIY smelter. But I guess it's a good test for this thing. So I think I'm gonna make like 8. Okay, so that's that. Oh, it's working. Okay, this guy messed up again. I don't know what happened. He sometimes just does this. I don't know why. Okay, well anyways, I've got myself some chromium and some metallic slag. And I guess I can make some stuff with it. But anyways, let's grab some steel. Well, actually, I'm all a lot of steel right now, so I guess I'm gonna go to my farm and get a like farm real quick and grab myself some coke. And let that cook in the smelter here. Actually, stop the press. because the energized tail actually gives me a better recipe for this. So it's gonna be 1 kilo coke and 2 iron ingots to 3 steel. Oh, okay. I see what the issue is here. So this guy can't output the power. He's only outputting about 1000 arithmetic, which is kinda not enough to let these guys fill. Okay, I'll think about that problem a bit later. For now, all my steel is done, so I can start back to stainless. And we got that to stainless steel. And the reason I wanted to make stainless steel is going to be for this guy, the stabilized machine block, which requires a magnet and some stainless steel. And eventually I can use this to craft a mass fabricator, which is used in order to make UU matter. UU matter is going to be very important for bees, because I can use it to make perfect gene samples of any material I want. So, for example, I think there was an amphibian bee, and this is probably the way to produce amphibian. And I can also double them if I need it. So let's set up the recipe for the stabilized machine block. I will need the recipe for the advanced one as well. Now for this I also need to autocraft magnets. Let me actually whip up a quick system for that. Actually, the system is gonna be fairly simple. Basically just gonna put a pattern provider on this panel, which I actually think about that I should name it. Now the cool thing is that renaming itself doesn't actually cost levels, so I'm happy about that. So it's one of the most annoying things. And I connect some cables. Wonder if does that work? It does. Okay. So now all I gotta do is swap the cards around. So instead of inserting, this exact. So instead of inserting here and yeah, actually that's everything. I just had to place the laser node on top here and instead have it insert into the pattern provider. And I think that's what there is to it. And obviously I just have to connect them with the wrench. And I should be able to autocraft magnets, assuming I have the recipe for that magnet. Okay, let's try it again. Okay, it's working, it's energizing. And then, once it gets stirred up, it goes back into my system. Perfect. So, I think that the power plate is in order now. So, let me just make another half stack of coal dust and make some more carbon plates for now. So ultimately, in order to upgrade my power, I'm first gonna need to make a reinforced alloy, because that allows me to get osmium, which in turn allows me to upgrade my energy cube. Because the energy throughput is as much as problem as the generation. So yes, this can only do 1000 RF, but the energy cube itself can only output 160. So I need to upgrade that as well. So instead of the battery box solution that I was using before, it honestly that kind of sucked. Instead I'll be using these DC motors, which allow me to convert 100,000 RF into 480 volt power. Yeah, so not great conversion, right? But still, what can I do? So I'm probably gonna make two of these and use an upgrade transformer because I gotta power this with 960 volts. So this needs an alternator. Add another, I think that's a lathe SP. And an industrial starter. I have no idea what these things are. Anyways, so how can I make two of these? What am I missing? Not stuff, apparently. So copper steel tank, steel rings. Huh. Well, it seems like it's yet another old book. I'm starting to think I won't be able to make it to the big quest line in this episode. So actually, because I've went through pretty much the entirety of elemental class, now I can make floral fertilizer using some earth, and I think I can use that in order to make the supreme seed they had. Okay, maybe not supreme. Okay, how about the improved? Yeah, 15, 15, 15. Okay, let's head over here and put the element diffuser on. I think it's this. This is the earth one, pretty sure. So let me put my fertilizer on it, and I've got floral fertilizer. Now I can just throw this in my mana pool and get the improved seed. Now I think I'm gonna take out some of these range upgrades from the crop harvester, just so I can get my malachite to grow fully. Alright, so I did a quick mining trip in the nether, and with time my malachite has grown, so I can pick it up and then do some petting with it. So I don't actually need some copper blocks beneath it, but still is good. So I can let them grow fully. I did get the seed from it. So I can use this improved seed enhancer in order to upgrade my malachite seeds to 15, 15, 15. And I'll give all these crop sticks some water, some fertilizer, and let's try that. Okay, so that will spread out as time comes. So now I can add these back in and look off the field. In the meantime, though, I did get about 30 from the nether, so that should translate to about 60 copper dust, and it does. So I guess I'll let that cook up in here. Now then, checking what I'll actually need for the GC motors. Gonna need iron rings, steel rings and steel rotor shafts. So that's gonna be iron plates, steel plates, and steel bolts. And by the way, this setup over here has been working just amazingly. So yeah, definitely I'm gonna move over most of my series to Mystical Agraculture. The only problem is sounds the Ethereum, but that will be solved with the B soon enough. So if I'm not mistaken, this should be 240 volts, I think. So I can drop my leaf in here. Not like that. There we go. Then can I just throw my steel blocks in? Yeah, it worked. Worked slowly, but it worked. And after a couple of minutes, oh, my component should be ready. Which means I can probably just take this guy with me. And I think I should be able to upgrade him to a reinforced. Oh, because I'm missing a titanium coil. Didn't I get one? Oh yeah, I used 10 discrete, of course. Well, thankfully I do have some titanium over here. Okay, I'm probably gonna let the whole stack go through one here. And now I believe we can just request some stainless steel plates, then craft this thing. And there you go. That's the reinforced alloy. And I can request my DC motors, right? Yep, it's gonna take 8 copper, which is quite a lot, but it's worth it. Okay, so I just came over here to check on my malachite seeds, and it seems all of them have grown up to stage 3. So let me go and grab some copper blocks so I can let them grow to the 4th stage and then harvest them. And finally my DC motors are ready, so I can grab them. Now I believe I can just steal this. Again, this a very temporary solution, so I'm not gonna have to make too much of a complicated setup. Let's see. So I just have to put my DC motors here, and I get some of my thick thin wire connected up like this. Then connect my upgrade transformer like this, and there's a thin wire, and finally the reinforced wire over here. But first I'm gonna run the backup just in case there's any explosions. Okay, no explosions. So in order to make cadmium, I'll need some blaze powder. So let's get 8 of that. And let's do I even have clean oatmeal dust in here? I do. Okay, fingers crossed that this actually works. Maybe the recipe has to be backwards. Maybe these guys have to be backwards. No. Oh, these need lubricant. Oh. Well, actually, I have this cask with 2000 lubricant inside, so I guess I can use that for now. So it's diesel. Yes, diesel and redstone with temperature over 100°C. But let's see, I just need a little bit. Okay, so you have a lubricant bucket? Yeah, now if I put my aluminum and base powder inside, does it work? No. Why? Okay, so according to this, it needs a conductor brush. So one of these things. Okay, at least it doesn't seem too difficult to make. Though, how much copper do we have left? A decent bit. Okay, so I'll make like 12. So you can make 2 of these. So one conductor brush. 2. Okay, so now are they gonna work? Okay, yeah, it does. Yeah, but why is it only converting a little bit? Yeah, I can barely get even a lick of power. Oh, because this is completely eating all my power, right? Okay, so eventually I just gave up on using the DC motors and said to just spam to upgrade transformers. And I think it works. So let's grab just a little bit. Not too much because I think this is also used for yeah, chromium. So I might just get like 80 ingots. That should be enough for now. Alright, so now that I have osmium, I can upgrade my energy cube and my entire power setup. Alright, so after spending the morning doing some troubleshooting, because the pack updated, and with that comes a couple of problems. For example, I had to switch out the 10 cables over here for copper cables because they just broke. I don't know why they were fine before, but now the deal just burst into flames. So I switched them out for copper cables. At least it's not too bad though, because the update also brings in a new recipe, which is the industrial diamond, which can then be made into a regular diamond. And I can also just use it in some diamond recipes as well. Actually, looking at it, I don't think it even is a different diamond. Yeah, it could be used in all the same recipes, even though for some reason it's not showing up. But anyways, it's basically just go in the molecular transformer. So I just put some coal in here and little basically. It's pretty slow, and unfortunately there's not much I can do. So I'll just leave this running and just have some extra diamonds sitting in here. So now that I can make cadmium, I can make steel casing, and thus it means I can make most mechanism machines, like the enrichment chamber over here. And the enrichment chamber can be used to make enriched versions of diamonds and redstone. Basically stuff that's used in the metallic infuser as an infuser type thingy. So I was able to use that to make reinforced alloys. And so I can take my basic energy cube all the way up to elite tier. And elite tier is important because it can accept an input rate of either 20 or 25,000. Well, that's a problem. Looks like we have to do something else then. Okay, so just really quickly, let's upgrade this guy. So first to advanced, and then to elite, and I believe I can just place him back where he was. And I'm pretty sure that's it. Yeah. Okay, so now let's see what actually is the best cable I can make. If I had guessed, it's probably something like gold wire. Yeah, gold wire. Okay, let's make a gold wire then, and see maybe that works. And that was short. And you know, all this running back and forth is making me think of another thing that I could do. But anyway, so set up this cable over here with upgrade transformers, and apparently the copper cables work just fine here. And they go into AC motors, which unfortunately also need lubricant. So I'm kind of hoping that this amount of lubricant will be enough until I can actually start producing some, which isn't that difficult to do. It's just some diesel and aerosol in a thermonumetric wash plant, but it's just a matter of setup. Okay, so from what I can see, I might have to start running more of these. Okay, I'm getting close to pretty much maximum capacity on the molecular assemblers over here, so I'm gonna have to upgrade them very soon. Anyways, let's make 3 more fluid cards. Okay, let's see what I have to do. So, what are the settings again? Pretty much nothing, okay. Then all I have to do is connect them. And there we go. Now, I think once the power from this guy runs out again, all 4 of these guys should start up, and hopefully that's not gonna overload my gold wire here. And especially because I don't really know what else to do here. Like, I'm guessing the problem is the amperage, in which case pretty much the gold wire is the only one that I can use here, other than superconducting. But the problem with that is that the whole superconductive process needs android dust, and I currently don't have a reliable way of making antipores yet. Hopefully very soon. Okay, so at least my power problems are fixed. Now at the next problem. Molecular assemblers. So the setup that I'm going to go is going to use 32 molecular assemblers and 32 pattern providers. So I'm gonna need 31 molecular assemblers and I think 26 pattern providers. So the problem is gonna be iron. The red team maybe my farm has produced enough. Yep, 258. And by the way, I cleared that out like an hour ago. So I think it's a fairly good upgrade from the AE2 crops. So I'm probably just gonna set off both these crafts off and come back with what they're done because they're probably gonna take quite a while, especially with the logic processors. Those are quite short to craft. So because the setup is gonna use 32 channels, we're probably gonna need to add a new ME controller to the stack over there. So I'm probably gonna just add it over to this side and then give it a P2P tunnel with a cable connection. Actually, oh, I haven't the P2P in the back. Anyways, I'll need this in the future probably, so it's fine. First clear the memory card and then give it a new configuration. So now I probably have to be doing a bit of moving things around because we have this P2P down here which doesn't work as you can't nest P2Ps. So I think I'm gonna have to move it like after this junction here. So I guess let's disconnect probably this cable. I guess I'll need to place the P2P tunnel like this and link it with this frequency. Now I'm gonna have to probably just move this guy a bit more forward. I remember that there was a way of getting the P2P channel on the memory card again. Right. Forgot what it was. I know sneak right click clears the channels. Oh no, it doesn't. Okay, good. So sneak right click then. Let's put the P2P tunnel here instead. And link it up again. And let's see how many channels I was using. 8. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Does it? Oh yeah, I guess. Yeah, I see. Yeah, it should be 8. Because we have 5 here, 6, 7. Oh, this was number 8, right? The source bus. Okay. So now we can take the glass cables to this guy. There we go. And now is the part where it gets a little bit messy. So I might have to get a chest. Alright, I've made my molecular chambers in the meantime. So let me clear out my inventory from all the garbage that I have. And let's get breaking. So I don't think one chest is gonna be just barely. Okay. Well, let's begin. So the first trainer is gonna have molecular assemblers at the corners here and pattern providers on the sides, and the middle is gonna be empty. And now the second layer, gonna place pattern providers on the molecular assemblers, and molecular assemblers on top of the pattern providers. And we just continue that until this is AE2, or basically until I run out of resources. And that's it. Now I can just drop down the middle here and take this cable out, and I can just replace it with smart cables going all the way. And that's it. Now if I go down here, I should see 32 channels exactly. Perfect. And now looking at my pattern access terminal, there's 32 molecular assemblers. Now let me just add all my recipes inside here. And the last one. Okay, there. Oh no, this is an invalid pattern. Why? What's up with it? Okay, there's the stabilized machine book. What, I can't craft it anymore? How do I make this? Oh. Well, I think I just found the bug. Well, until this bug is fixed, I guess I'll just make the materials from the recipe here, since it's probably not gonna change. And I'll just throw them out somewhere. And while we're on the topic of autocrafting, let's also make a couple more crafting units. I guess 3 of them to make an even 4. And also a couple more 4Ks. And even though again that assembly thing, each speed updates is still quite slow. So I really don't know what else I can do with that. Okay, there we go. 3 4K crafting storages. Now actually I'm gonna make one more. In the meantime I can place these. Where would be a good place? Okay, right up here, but where exactly? Maybe here. So something like that, maybe. Okay, and with the last crafting unit, I want to make a critical processing unit. And for that, the quest reward is gonna give me a mega crafting processor, which is basically like these before. So let me add on to this, like that. And now I don't have any crafting things happening, so you can also move over this guy. And he can go here. Yeah, these have aligned perfectly. So let's connect them. Now I'll probably have to go with some dense cables over here as well. Does look like it's gonna be enough. Let's see. These. Oh, not too short. Let's see, can I make 2 more dense? Yeah, okay. So now I should be fine. I'm gonna place a smart cable here just to see how many channels I'm using. So it's 6. Yeah, so I guess we have to forgo the extra CPU for now and just go with 3. Yep. Okay, so I have one CPU with a 1 core processor, one with 4, and one with nothing. Also, I forgot to mention, but probably my favorite part of this design is that every single molecular assembly is accessible, which means that I can just add an acceleration card whenever I actually make them. Because the problem with the other designs is that you have to have the acceleration card all ready to go, or else you are just gonna have to dig in through pattern providers and draw patterns all over the place. So yeah, that's definitely my favorite design, and is the one that I've been using for a long time now. And of course, the problem is that I'm probably never gonna actually fill this up because the acceleration cards require like 2 diamonds or 2, and I have to make I think 160 of these. So that's 160 diamonds, which I just don't have. But it's still good for other packs, so I pretty much always just use this design. Super simple, super easy to replicate. Alright, that's enough rabbit holes for today. So let's get on with my actual plan for this episode, which is going to be to set up matter production with the mass fabricator. So the mass fabricator is gonna use a stabilized machine box, and as we discovered, the recipe for this is currently bugged, so we have to do it manually. So I'll need about 2 of these. And actually, you know what? Let's just grab a extra pattern provider real quick and set up the recipe like this. So I'm gonna need 2 magnets. And by the way, this has to be a processing pattern. So let's see. Let's drag it in from JI. And middle click to modify the amount. Okay. So like this. 2 magnets, 2 stainless steel. And unfortunately, I'm very low on those, so I have to make some more. And an advanced machine book. And I believe I already have a recipe for this. So the last thing is, I guess I'll use a piece of paper for this. So I'm gonna call this a stabilized machine book. And serve as the output for this recipe. And now I have a pattern. So now I could just drop down here, and I'll set this up as a temporary pattern. So actually I do have a question. Just add a chest down here, because yeah, I don't think I'll be able to open it. What if it's here then? Yeah, I can do that. Okay, so let's add the pattern in this. And then what did you all I have to do is search for a stabilized machine block in my system and request another one. Assuming I already have all the recipes, which I don't. So let me add those in real quick. Oh, just real quick, the reason I'm adding in recipes like this from top to bottom instead of left to right, because that spreads them out more evenly throughout the interfaces and allows them to craft a bit faster. So my elite energy cube is almost out of power here. So I think I'm gonna keep an eye on it and see what happens. Okay, so it should empty out to power. Okay, at least the cables didn't burn up. Are all these guys running? Not all of them. Seems like it's just a higher up one. Okay, that's fine about me. Though I guess it depends now that my energy cube is bigger. I'm probably gonna have to change this number here. The transfer amount. Okay, recipes encoded. So let's request two of these. And once all the planter cooks up, all the material should land in this chest. So I'm just gonna throw out the materials. So there we go. And I'm just gonna give myself to stabilized machine box. And as a reward, I get some Leptron crystals, HV flight converter, and a quantum overclocker upgrade. So the quantum overclocker upgrade makes the machine 60% faster for 30% power usage increase. Also, it's just better. Cool, but it's kinda expensive. Yeah, checked out the recipes of these plasma cores, and yeah, I'm gonna need plasma cell, which is gonna require a plasma fire with UU matter. Gonna take a while. Anyway, so I'm gonna keep that in my back pocket. And now I can use the stabilized machine board along with some of the laboratory crystals that I got in order to make a mass fabricator. But first I need to add the recipe for an advanced circuit. And you can see just how good it is to have a bunch of molecular symbols. So you can just autocraft anything I need. Also, because this craft actually isn't complete, I'll just have to consider it manually. Okay, so the advanced circuit should be ready. So I can make myself a mass fabricator. And the quest for that gives me some scrap and a UUM corp library. You know, there's a joke in this book that says that this is gonna be the steal's item in the entire mod, where it's actually been very useful. So this is an upgrading library that has the ability to create known mutations from UV matter and energy. Also, I can use it to make like diamond seeds, for example. That's cool. Again, something to keep in my back pocket for later on. So just the quest toward giving some scrap. I'm gonna have to make a recycler to actually make the scrap because it's quite useful. Yeah, especially in the mass fabricator as it makes it quite a bit faster. And I can even make a second recycler in order to make these into scrap boxes, which adds an even bigger amplifier to it. So I think I'm just gonna straight up go for the best recycler, which is this one, the colossal recycler. And it seems like it's basically just wait, it's gonna need iridium. Okay, never mind then. So I'm not gonna make this. How about the compacting recycler? Yeah, I can do that. Okay. Now this recycler is also gonna need some trash items in order to convert them into scrap. And of course the trash item of choice is cobblestone. So in order for me to actually produce cobblestone, I'm gonna go the Mystical Agraculture route with some stone seeds and a garden cloche. Now, a garden cloche is gonna require an incandescent light bulb, which is just glass, paper, and copper in the engineer's workbench. So I've already made a couple, so I believe I can just request a garden cloche. There we go. Alright, so I prepared the low earlier here next to the garden closures. And I'm gonna make this teleport here. So let's start by just placing down the box. So first it's gonna be a sink. And then a garden cloche in front of it. And it's gonna be growing my stone seeds. And the way I think it works with the spring farmland stuff is that the higher tier the farmland is, the more output I get. So at least for the beginning, I'm gonna use the high tier one and then maybe switch it out for lower tier later on. Now right at the front of the garden cloche, that's the auto output slot, and it's where the crafter tier 1 is gonna go. Now this guy's gonna get 2 recipes. So the first recipe is obviously gonna be cobblestone. And the second recipe is going to be scrap boxes. And I'm gonna reserve half of the slot for the scrap, and the other half is going to be stone essence. Now I left some space for some laser IO things, but I've actually changed my mind, so I might actually go for a XNet system here. Anyways, over here I'm gonna put an AMV flux converter. And I think we're gonna have the power come from the top. So I think I have to use the wrench here. There we go. And in front of it, I'm gonna put my compacting recycler, which is an MV machine, so hopefully there's not gonna be any explosions. And over here, I'm gonna place my mass fabricator, and then my HV flux converter, and now I'm gonna put a bin somewhere around here. I guess I'm just gonna go with here for now. So now let's connect some cables. And then use the GPS data card on them. And put it in here. Hopefully that works. It hasn't. Why? Well, this chunk loading is the problem. I'm considering just adding flux networks at this point. Because if this is gonna give me this many problems every single time, it's just not gonna happen. Okay, I have absolutely no idea why this isn't working. Okay, so I just typed for about 25 minutes just trying to get the GPS thing to work, and it just doesn't. It refuses to work. So I just give up and install the flux and it works. So let's go make some flux. First off, I'm gonna convert some glowstone into redstone. And get some obsidian from my system. And then head on down to bedrock. And I believe we just have to spray some obsidian there. Drop some redstone here. Collect the obsidian. And then mix with some flux. Now let me add in the recipes for a flux block and a flux point. Okay, there we go. There's a flux block and a flux point. So I could probably just add like right on top of here. I just set up a new network. And then back over at this one, I could just place the flux point there. Actually, but I think I'm gonna go back to the original design. So the cables are gonna go on top. And then at the flux point, and hopefully no explosions. There we go. And actually this guy's already working. That's okay. Actually, let's start actually putting down some stuff. So first off, I'm gonna put my controller just to recharge it a little bit. Now I'm gonna place the connector here, one up here, and just disconnect these guys so they'll get confused. One over here. Then I'll just have to connect them all with cable. And And I guess the controller can just go over here then. So the first channel is going to be an energy channel. So it's gonna extract from this, and it's gonna insert into the garden cloche and into my crafter and my controller. So now this guy should have power. Yep. But not this guy. Why? Oh wait, it's just because he doesn't have water. I think I have a pipe leaning around here somewhere. Okay, I've made my mechanical pipe. So now this should be working. I think, yeah. Yeah, when the red bulb is on, then it makes the machine is working. And now we have yet another problem because these cables just all burned up, and I just don't know anymore. What do I need to do? This is the best possible cable I can make. Like, they just want superconductors. What do you want? Okay, do you want thick gold wire? Okay, this is the only configuration of wire that I can make that doesn't just instantly burst into flames. Okay, you know what, let me finish this setup before I completely rage quit. So yes, first let me turn off redstone mode. Though let me remember the output slots for cobblestone. And I'll add some scrap blocks here as well. Alright, so at least the output slots are filtered. Okay, there we go. Everything is filtered, so now I can just turn on redstone mode. Then add the item channel over here. And I'm gonna turn off the processing for now. So I'm gonna extract from the crafter into the recycler. And I'm only gonna insert cobblestone. Now I'm gonna make another item channel. And this one is gonna be the opposite, so it's gonna extract from the recycler and insert it to the crafter. And just in case, I'm gonna filter the scrap, even though it shouldn't matter. And I guess can go back to channel 2 and add an insert on the mass fabricator with the scrap boxes. There we go. And I guess on channel 3 I can set up an extract, and it's going to insert it to the bin, and it's gonna be the U matter. So now if I enable the process card channel 2, yeah, it's gonna send the cobblestone into the recycler. Now unfortunately it doesn't look like this produces enough cobblestone. So that's a problem. But it should at least work for at least a little bit. I did set up the extraction, right? Yeah. So why is it not working? Is it worth if I try connectors on the sides? Is that gonna work? Okay, that worked. So let's reconnect this guy back up to power. Okay, but the scrap shouldn't be going at here. It's that's blacklist then. Okay, that should help it out a bit. Should at least make like 1 or 2. It's getting like 1. Wow, this thing is real power guzzler. So this setup just straight up didn't work. Even right from the start. So I'm just gonna take these guys out. At least one seems to be producing enough to actually keep that thing running. Yeah, I think it's finally cut up to the buffer. Well, we're almost there. Alright, just a couple of seconds. And I'll get my first piece of AU matter. There it is. I got extracted out into the bin here. So let's lock it in. Now I got some AU matter. Now, is there a quest where they like gives you more of the stuff? I know we can get this thing in now. Loosely entangled mass. Well, anyways, I think I'm gonna have to stop there. Because I think if I have any more power problems, then well, I'm just gonna reach with super hard. So, I guess I'll leave this guy running for a couple of hours. See how much UU matter I can get at that time. Then, next time, if we don't run into any more problems, I'll be able to make the beehive. So, I just want to thank you for watching this very frustrating episode. See you in the next one. Bye.